Okay, so the rest of my pregnancy, well, from week like 14 to the part that I'm getting to, was honestly incredible. I had tons of energy and was like living life normally, exercising, running around like a crazy person. And I kind of noticed that my stomach wasn't getting that big, and I just assumed that it was because I was so active and everything was going fine. But one day I was having some weird symptoms. They were like symptoms that I had heard could be attributed to high blood pressure. So I called the hospital and they saw me right away, and thankfully my blood pressure was fine. But while I was there, the midwife was like, "You look really small to me." So at that point she measured my fundal height, and that was smaller than expected. So she ordered me to have an ultrasound right away. I went and had like a very in-depth ultrasound, and at that point it was determined that the baby was measuring like 5 weeks behind. So at this point it was determined that I did have an intrauterine growth restriction. So at that point I was having ultrasounds every week. 1 week it would be for the growth, and another week it would be to see if there was proper blood flow from the umbilical cord and into like the main arteries, and those always looked great. So that was awesome. She was always measuring small though, but kind of like on her curve. So they even downgraded me to have ultrasounds once every 2 weeks. So yeah, there was one period where I went 2 weeks without having an ultrasound, and when I came back for my next one, they were like, "Oh, she's actually stopped growing. You need to have an induction tomorrow." I actually did a vlog on that ultrasound. If you scroll way down, it's there. But let me know if you want to hear my induction story.